Are you guys ready for 8,000 subs? That's right, I'm going to show you what the giveaway is for 8,000 right before this video starts. With that said, the main prize for the 8,000 sub giveaway winner is going to be this copy of Captain America #9 and the first appearance of the Winter Soldier. But not only that, this is the variant cover featuring him on the cover. That's not it, guys. You guys know I am a big GPK fan here on the channel, and I have a set of Wave 1 of the new Game Over Garbage Pail Kids line. I don't want to spoil it for you guys and show you the cards, but the same winner of this giveaway is getting this. But that's not all. You're also going to be getting a MCU poster valued at $100. I don't want to spoil it, but I gotta tell you, it's pretty freaking awesome. A great MCU movie is coming to one lucky person's home. But guess what? That is not it. I'm also going to include a bunch of other comics in the box for the person who wins this giveaway. But wait, there's more. Right now, I'm announcing the 9,000 sub giveaway, and we're not even at 8,000 yet. Guess what we're giving away for 9,000 subs? A hint, it is a golden age book and something really freaking cool and rare. It is this nice Superman coloring book from 1940. How about this for a giveaway? I don't even want to tell you what we're doing for 10,000 because I got a buddy of mine working on it right now, and I gotta tell you, it's one of the most spectacular things that anyone has ever given away. So if you're not subbed to the channel, do yourself a favor, hit that sub button. Let's get into this video. Hello out there to my mighty militia. What is going on? This is your host, Lawrence, over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and I want to welcome you guys to another video here on the channel. Today we have something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a comic vendor spotlight. That's right, we're going to be focusing on Awesome Key Comics on Instagram. He just had his first live sale with Newsstand Collector over on IG, and we're going to take a look at some of the big sales that he had. But before we get started in the video, like always, I remind you guys, if you're not a current sub of the channel, you guys are definitely missing out. Hit that sub button, you won't regret it. Smash the like button for me, guys, because it really will help the channel out. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year. With that said, let's check out some of the awesome books that he had for sale that sold about a couple of weeks back. So we're going to start off with a massive key. He had a copy of Incredible Hulk #1. We all know what this book is, the first appearance of Bruce Banner as the Incredible Hulk. And this book pictured is the actual book that he sold, a 1.5 CGC blue label with off-white pages. Not bad presentation to boot. There's actually no Marvel shipping on this book, believe it or not. According to the CGC census, right now there's a whopping 1,521 blue label copies of the Incredible Hulk #1. You guys know when we talk about Silver Age keys, we're not talking about purple labels, green labels, incomplete or restored books. I believe that you want to own a complete blue label, unrestored Silver Age comic books. Now, with that said, he actually ended up selling this book for $9,250 on his live sale with Newsstand Collector. How was that sale? I wasn't too sure, so let's go ahead and take a look at GPA for a 1.5. As you can see, we had almost a $9,000 sale in May of 2024 for $8,950. Same goes for the 90-day average with the exact same price because only 1.5 sold in that time frame. The 12-month rolling average right around the same price at $8,874. 2023, the same exact price, $86.11. We have to go back to 2022 average to see a price of $14,495. So this book definitely has come down. At one point, it was one of the only Silver Age Marvel big keys that really hadn't dropped. That is over. Yes, it has now. So how did this person do? He roughly paid right around what this book is worth. But the fact that this book has no Marvel shipping, maybe that's why he overpaid just a tad for this book. Either way, great deal for the buyer and for the seller. So people are saying that comic books aren't rebounding. I'm going to tell you, yes, they are for certain books. Here we have a copy of X-Men #4. We all know what this book is. It is the first appearance of Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, but this is also the first appearance of Quicksilver and the second appearance of Professor X. I tell you guys all the time, I don't want to overpay for second appearances, but because this contains two major first appearances, I think this book is a buy. So with that said, Awesome Key Comics actually sold this book for $1,100 on his live sale. Let's check out GPA. As you can see, we also had a $900 sale just this month. With that said, the 90-day was up at $1,042. The 12-month rolling average, $1,048. 2023, $1,244, and we have to go to 2022 average to see $1,821. So yes, this book has come down since 2022, but we just had an $1,100 sale on a live sale, $200 over the last sale. So Awesome Key Comics had a lot of keys available for purchase, and I'm seeing that a lot on Instagram. You're getting a lot of great deals on some bigger books that you normally might not be able to get at your local show or a bigger con. Regardless, you guys know I'm a big proponent of Instagram sales if you know the vendor. With that said, he had a copy of Giant Size X-Men #1 in a CGC 8.5 with off-white to white pages and an old label to boot. I see a lot of old labels moving right now. People are definitely interested in crack, press, clean, and bump. This copy notwithstanding. Now the colors on this book, especially, you guys know I talk about it all the time, Giant Size X-Men 1, we really need to have a book that has tremendous colors. From the picture I have, it seems okay, not tremendous, but let's check out what the sale was. It sold for a whopping $3,750, and according to GPA, that is the last sale of this book as well. The 90-day average around $34.95, so $250 over that 90-day average. That is a strong sale for this book. The 12-month rolling average, $36.55. In 2023, $3,023. And all the way back in 2022, the average was a whopping $6,112. Again, if you're going to buy this book, I say it all the time, keep it for the long term. But right now, I think this person who bought this book is interested in that crack, press, clean, and resubmit. So again, he had another one of my favorite books out there. It is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man #3 and the first appearance of Spider-Man's greatest villain, in my opinion, Dr. Octopus. Now, the first thing I noticed about this book was check out the colors on this one. The reds are really red on this book, especially with regarding Spider-Man. Right now, people are underwhelmed by this cover a lot. Me, I absolutely love it. It was a CGC 4.0 with off-white to white pages. Now, with that said, the buyer paid $3,000 for this book. Let's see how they did. We check with GPA and we can see the last sale for this book was $2,750 back in May. But check out the 90-day average, $2,875 on just 2 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $28.63. 2023, this book really hasn't gone down. It's actually gone up, $2,723 on 10 sales. And of course, 2022, we had that $3,764 average. If you're a big Spidey fan, you definitely have to own this book, so I can understand why this person paid a little bit above last sale. But either way, the sales are strong for Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man right now. Let's stick with that theme and check out Amazing Spider-Man #2. He also had this book for sale in a CGC 3.5 with off-white to white pages. Now, the seller purchased this book for $1,900, and just from memory, I thought that was a pretty decent deal. Let's check GPA. The last sale for this one was $2,275 just this month. The 90-day average, $1,855, so we definitely have a big divergence there between the 90-day and the last sale. You guys know what I do. I actually take the average of those 2 sales, which is roughly $2,000. So this person got a $100 deal on this book, in my opinion. I'll go all the way back to 2022 just to take a look at that average, and we have a $22.59 average from 2 years ago. So this book is definitely hanging in there, down a little bit, but not too bad. One thing I'm always going to look at whenever we have red on a comic book is how deep those reds are. And in this case, I think it's a pretty nice copy. Not the reddest that I've seen, but still holds its own when we're talking about Amazing Spider-Man #2. First appearance, a must-have book in my opinion. Nice deal. And the last book I want to touch on regarding Awesome Key Comics, it is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man #300, and of course we all know this as the first full appearance of Venom. This book sells all the time. Whenever it's on a live sale, somebody's always buying this book. Did they get a good deal? Let's see. Awesome Key Comics actually ended up selling this book on that sale for $2,750. So right off the top of my head, I know this book has dipped under $3,000. That's where it's at for a very long time, but it seems this book keeps going down and down and down. GPA records the last sale being this month for a stupid $2,160. That to me is a crazy drop off. But check out the 90-day average all the way up at $2,755. If I'm buying this book right now, which I'm going to tell you I am not, there's just way too many copies out there of this one, especially in a 9.8. It is the most graded book on this CGC census, if you guys don't know that, and they have a ton of 9.8s. So I do think that this book is going to continue to go down in price. I have no idea where it's going to stop. But if you don't own this book, I always suggest buying a 9.0 or a 9.2, possibly even a 9.4, because I just don't want to spend $2,000 to $3,000 on a book where there's so many copies out there. But that's just me. Either way, we're going to check in on the 12-month rolling average, which is all the way up at $3,218. In 2023, the average was $3,645. In crazy 2022, $4,863. I remember in 2020 or 2021, this book, somebody was asking almost $9,000 for in a 9.8. Definitely not worth that. I'm not even sure it's worth $2,750. I think it's going to keep coming down. Regardless, somebody always wants to buy this book. So that's it for this comic vendor spotlight. I want to thank Newsstand Collector for sending me over the prices sold for this new dealer. His name is Awesome Key Comics. If you guys haven't subscribed to him on Instagram, do yourself a favor. You're missing out if you're not subbed to him. With that said, if you are a comic book dealer out there and you'd like some of your live sales to be featured on my channel, you could always DM me on Instagram, mightycomics_collectibles, or reach out via my email. The link is in the description of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.